Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and this is the fourth and final movie in the airport series, the series of airline disasters. Well, none of them are major disasters in the sense of, well, the previous one there is you lose the plane as well as a lot of people do get killed, but yeah, comparatively, it isn't that big a airline disaster. As is this one. This one is, it's called Airport the Concorde Airport 1979 or Airport 79, and this regards an airport. This one is confusing, guys. I did not get a majority of this film. Uh, Basically, there is this Concorde that is a American owned, and it's on its way from um, when it's on its way from it's a maiden flight basically from France to the US. Maggie Whelan, who's a reporter, she finds out about an illegal arms deal concerning a person who she's had a relationship with before, Kevin Harrison, played by Robert Wagner. And Maggie is played by Susan Blakely. So she reports about it, and then the next day he speaks to her because it's basically selling weapons illegally to communist countries during the Cold War. And after she makes the review, there is an attack on her life, and a person by the name of Carl Parker shows up to her place and tells that he's got proof about the illegal arms deal and documents that he can give to her. He is killed by an assailant, and then he tries to attack Maggie, but she manages to escape. Also, with the help of a neighbor who sounds an alarm, and the cops come in. She is convinced by Harrison that he's being framed initially, but the the man's wife, Carl Parker's wife, managed to get the documents to her, and while she's on the Concorde, she understands that he's been lying to her all this time. We get to see Captain Joe Petroni returning as a captain in this movie, who's played once again by the wonderful George Kennedy. He is joined by Alain Delon, who plays a French pilot, Captain Paul Metron. They both are co-piloting they both are captains of the of the Concorde that is now headed on its way to I believe France. But there are surface to air missile projects run by Harrison's company that actually tries to attack because he and his people don't want the illegal arms deal proof to get out in the open, so they actually try to attack the Concorde. So there are two attempts to destroy the Concorde, and the second one is even more effective and therefore much damaging and all that stuff. But I don't really get this film. To be honest, it's a mess. It's actually been voted as one of the worst bad movies. One of the most enjoyable bad movies to watch. Other than these actors that I've mentioned, who else is there? B.B. Anderson plays Francine. That's about it. Less big names in these movies. Sybil Danning plays a character called Amy in this movie as well, and you also get to see Nicholas Coster, a younger looking Nicholas Coster as well. So that is amazing to watch. Oh yeah, and Ed Begley Jr. has a very tiny appearance as a rescuer. So Petroni is now a widower. He's got his kid, and he and Alain Delon initially they kind of are not really loggerheads, but Paul Metron's character seems a little bit standoffish. However, they bond, and he manages to take him to Paris and have a really good time. Shows him with a prostitute as well. And they have a really good attempt at some bonding as well, all those kind of things. I didn't get this movie at all. I had to watch it at through attempts and don't really understand most of it. I probably will have to watch it once again. This is a a big miss for me in this series. This is probably the I mean the actors are okay. It's just the storyline that actually kind of confusing. Why this entire thing is happening? No clue. Even after reading about it, I have no idea what's happening. It's a big mess of a movie. Um, I'm going to give this a 6 out of 10, guys, just because it is kind of nice to watch in the terms of it looks nice, and actors are pretty much affable. I really did like Isabel, the actor. I think she's the head stewardess, along who and is also a love interest for Alain Delon's character, Matron. I really like those two, but again, it seems very, very chauvinistic kind of approach. George Kennedy, of course, is a delight to watch in this series. The last movie, he's got a very short role, but this one he's much more upfront and center. And I really did like Susan Blakely as well. I've seen her in a couple of other things, but really can't, off the top of my head, picture which movie or TV series that I've seen her in before. And of course, back then she was pretty hot. And of course, seeing a young Robert Wagner as well. He's a good enough actor. Yeah, 6 out of 10. That's it for me. I really can't give it anything more than that. But yeah, overall, I do like the series quite a bit. This one probably is my least favorite. It was made on a budget of $14 million and it made $65 million at the box office. It is now called, what was it? Yeah. Most enjoyable bad movies ever made. It's in the top 100. So anyway, that's it for the Airport series. I do really like it. Pretty enjoyable. Thank you. Bye bye.